Hello YouTube and welcome back to the FIFA 17 Sunderland Career Mode. This is episode 10 today as we get into the January transfer window. I want to start off by apologizing. It has been over a week since I have last uploaded. That is because my internet has been very poor, and when recording this I'm not actually sure that this will be uploaded. Anyway, as you can see, we are simming the first game of this episode, which is against Liverpool, and as you can see, Jack Rodwell of all people puts us into the lead with 8 minutes to go to win 2-1 against Liverpool. As you know, well, if you've watched this channel before, from the Hull save, you will know that I simulate the January transfer window to get through it quickly and get a lot of transfer window footage into one episode. So anyway, you can see we're making a couple of offers here, and as you can see, Yanam Villa has agreed a pre-contract to be able to come back into the club at the start of the next season. Obviously spent last season with Sunderland on loan, but anyway, you can see we get into the second game of the episode, which is against Bristol Rovers in the FA Cup. Paddy McNair gives us the lead after they missed a penalty through lines, and we're advancing on here. Lyndon Gooch picks up an awful injury as he will be out for 2 months after that, so that's bad for us. Obviously a much changed side to come into this one with it being the FA Cup, but as you can see, 90th minute they equalise to send it to a replay, which is very disappointing that we weren't able to hold on. As you can see, just looking down the list of a few players I have offers in, as you can see there are a lot of offers in there. But as you can see, Moussa Konate has agreed a pre-contract to come into the club as well. So Konate and Yanam Villa will be coming in at the start of the next season, and I've decided to reject the offer to bring in Kolasinac in at the start of next season as well. So anyway, you can see here we gave a contract offer to Vidal, but we've decided to go with Sebastian Corchia. I believe that is more realistic, as Sunderland have been linked with him in the past, and his wages are a lot more realistic and the transfer fee isn't as big. We reject the chance to bring in Charlie Taylor on a free as we bring in Seb Corchia to be a good signing, hopefully. Anyway, Watford come in for Cadamole, and I asked for another 10 million on top of what they were asking because I don't want to get rid of Cadamole. And you can see a few players have accepted a contract here. I decided to accept Andre Gray from Burnley in as a backup striker to Defoe, and I have also decided to reject the chance to sign Shane Long because he is a lot older than Gray, and also the chance to sign near Bitton. Anyway, we get into the next game, which is a home to Stoke in the Premier League. Sebastian Larsson put us in the lead before missing a penalty. That was how it was at halftime, before he actually scored in the 47th minute. So that is brilliant from Larsson. Shame he missed the penalty, but if he did, he might not have actually scored anyway. But anyway, Andre Gray came on off the bench, and after less than 10 minutes he was injured. So that is so unlucky for us. Luckily, as you might see here, it is only a couple of days, maybe 3. And as you can see, another few players have accepted their offer. Mbaji rejected, so I got rid of it. I'm not bothered about bringing in a new centre-back. If we need one, McNair or Rodwell could play back up there. We decided to reject Sebastian Haller because we have signed Andre Gray, and also Declan John as a backup left back. But anyway, into the FA Cup third round replay against Bristol Rovers, and Joel Asoro, the young Swedish man, puts us into the lead after less than 10 minutes. Good start for us, as I'm pretty sure on this channel there has never been an FA Cup win. I don't mean winning the tournament, I mean actually winning a game in the FA Cup. But as you can see, that is full time, and that is an FA Cup game won. That being because during January's, as I say in the Hull save, were simmed and we lost both times. But anyway, Tufan rejects his first offer, so we give him another 10,000. And as you can see, some very bad news here. I was stupid and decided not to offer Sebastian Larsson a contract extension sooner, and he has gone to RB Leipzig in Germany, which I believe is a little unrealistic because they seem like a side that are based on developing their own youth players rather than bringing in 30-year-old Swedish midfielders from Sunderland. But it's sad to see that Larsson will be leaving at the end of the season, especially since he is my top scorer in the Premier League. But anyway, into the next game of this episode, West Bromwich Albion away from home. Van Aanholt gave us the lead, but as you can see, with about 20 minutes to go, Saido Barahino put them back on level terms, and that was how the game finished, a 1-1 draw there against West Bromwich Albion. It's not bad, but as you can see, we will get Arsenal in the next round of the FA Cup here. We advance on towards that, but before we can get into that game, you can see here that Ozan Tufan has accepted his contract offer to come into the club, and as you could also see there, another player came in, Jan Karamo from SM Caen in France. I forgot to include it. I had actually never heard of this player, but he was on my one for the future list, so I decided to bring him in. He looks decent, 68 overall striker, pretty tall, pretty fast, quite young, so could be one for the future. Anyway, into the FA Cup 4th round game, and brilliant. Declan John gave us the lead quite early on, new signing from Cardiff, and then Tom Beadling also scored not long after the half-time mark to make it 2-0 and put us into the next round of the FA Cup, so there will actually be a recorded FA Cup match on this channel. Anyway, you can see we accept an offer from Blackburn for Billy Jones, and as you can see, as we will advance into the next hour, that he will be sold. So Billy Jones wasn't a player I used a lot, and bringing in Corchier, he will be getting even less game time, even though Monkio is only on loan, and he will now actually become the cup right back, and like reserve right back. Anyway, you can see we advance into the final hour, and because nothing else can happen here, I decide to go through and look at the transfer history. I will show my clubs and a little bit of the rest of the clubs, just the bigger ones. But anyway, if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. If you want to see any more of this career mode, do subscribe. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.